Hello everybody, my name is Donatas Urbonas, I'm the host of URBONUS podcast, and today in this beautiful Gloria Sports arena, I'm joined by a five-time Turkish League champion, five-time Turkish Cup winner, also FIBA Euro Challenge champion, FIBA Supporter Cup champion, Euro Cup champion, EuroLeague Coach of the Year, and the EuroLeague champion, Mr. Ergin Ataman. Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
I just want to make sure, probably I should have presented you as a two-time EuroLeague champion. Did you talk this thing with Jordi Bertomeu yet?
Yes, I asked when he gave me the small cup for the title. I told him, give me two, because also last year we were very close to win. But anyway, so for us, it's important that we won the last title, and now we will try to repeat.
Coach, you joined Dusan Ivkovic and also Aita Garcia Reneses as the coach who won at least 4 European trophies. And for sure, EuroLeague is the biggest challenge. And it seems like you were chasing this dream for 25 years. What it's like, how it feels when you reach your dream the next morning?
It's very good, the feeling, because so far I won everything in Turkey. So many titles, many cups, many President Cups. And in the other European competitions, I won, like you told, Supporter Cup, Euro Cup, FIBA Euro Challenge. But of course, the main cup is the EuroLeague. And everybody talked in the market that, okay, Coach Ataman, he won many cups, but the real cup is the EuroLeague. And it's in my mind, so because I have a great team and I worked in the great club, especially last 4 years in Efes, and it was the time to win this cup. So I have a great satisfaction. So it was great for me to, and also after the pandemic year that the EuroLeague cancelled, you remember, maybe I was the only person, the main person that I'm against to this, because I thought, okay, let's play, because so all competitions played in football, Champions League, in NBA, many basketball leagues, they played in summertime, but the EuroLeague canceled, and it was a big, I get a big upset about. And all year we talk about that we deserve to win this championship, we deserve to win the EuroLeague, and now to finally to win the EuroLeague, it was great for me, for my family, and also for the all Turkish people that they believe us, they support us. So it was a great.
So what's the next dream right now for you?
You know, in the sports, so it's close now. Okay, we enjoy. After we won the EuroLeague title, immediately after 2 weeks, also we won very easy the Turkish League title against a big team, Fenerbahce. Then for 2 months, we enjoy it. We make a party, we make many things. Then I have a 1.5 months holiday. Now it's over. Now it's time to play the new EuroLeague season and to start to repeat. Will be good, because what I know, only maybe 1 or 2 teams, they won in a row two times.
Maccabi and Olympiacos.
Maccabi and Olympiacos. Now try to win one more time in a row this EuroLeague, because we will play with the same team. We lost only one player, Shanlı, and we replace him on the same kind of a player, Filip Petrusev, and we will fight for win again. Of course, it's not easy, because so for win the EuroLeague, it's not important only the team, the chemistry. It's important also to take the good momentum. Okay, last 2 years, really we take a very good shape and very good momentum. On the real time, we are ready. When we played the playoffs, when we played the Final Four, so all team was ready, mentally was ready. Also last year, in the beginning of the season, we start very bad. So everybody thinks, oh, what happened? Why? Okay, can happen, but it's important to find the real basketball, real level at the middle of the EuroLeague, and then at the end of the real time. So this will be important. Nothing, okay, we are the last champion, but I am sure that every game that we will play this year will be more difficult for us, because everybody will like to beat us. Everybody will like to beat the champion. So it will be very difficult season for us.
Who did impress you the most? I mean, from all the other teams, they made some changes. Except from you, you kept almost the same team. Who made the best moves this off-season, and who might be your biggest rival for the upcoming year?
I believe that will be the same balance. So Barcelona, Real Madrid, they make some changes. So players change. Some Real Madrid players came to Barcelona. Some Barcelona players came to Real Madrid. I believe that Real Madrid with the big guy, the French guy, so Poirier, they have more experience now under the basket, but they lost Garuba, that he played very well last year. So Barcelona, okay, they take Sertac, Şanlı, but Pau Gasol they will miss Pau Gasol. Moscow maybe will be a different team, because last year in the important time, Mulutinov didn't play. It's a very important player for them. And now this year they will have also Grigonis. That it's a very important. I like too much him. And I think that Moscow will have a more power than last year. Milano, we already played 2 games with them. Same power. Okay, they lost some important players, but they transferred another important players, especially Nicola Melli will be very important for them. And then same Fenerbahçe, they change important players, and I believe that in the market they made a good job to transfer some important players from the EuroLeague, like Polonara, like Devin Booker, like Henry, and of course the same teams. So Žalgiris, Baskonia, Olympiacos made a better team than last year. I believe that will be a same. Zenit, still a good team. We don't know about Kazan, so I believe. So it will be a very tough competition again, what I believe. Also the new team that we played a friendly game in Bormio against Monaco. So with Zvezdan, that is a very good coach. So I saw that they are ready to play also in the EuroLeague. So it will be a very tough game. So same balance. When you see which team are favorite to play the Final Four, I believe that all EuroLeague fans will say the same teams in the beginning.
Many good teams, many changes. It seems like all these teams were making changes just to beat you, just to become EuroLeague champions. Your situation was different. You managed to keep the same core, and 9 main rotation players play in Efes to this day from 2018. And yes. I wanted to bring you back to 2019. You already mentioned that you wanted to find the good pieces, which was not very good, not only talent-wise, but also personality-wise. Yes. What do you remember the most about that summer 2018, about all these negotiations? For example, why you picked Shane Larkin over other scorers, why you picked Bobois and Micic? What do you remember the most from that preseason?
What I remember that in that preseason, we changed everything. Only 3 players remain in the team, Doğuş Balbay, Brian Dunstan and Krostav Simon. And we worked a lot of that summer to do scouting, the potential of the players, and to the personality of the players, and to try to build good the puzzle. Because I believe that, okay, you can, if you transfer 12 Shane Larkin, is not good, or 6 Larkin, 6 Micic, like a potential, I mean, is not good. You need in the team a good puzzle, and everybody can play, teams that can play each other. Especially when we transfer players like, for example, Plyce, Anderson, Moerman. So everybody critical to us. So these players are in the over of their career. They didn't make nothing before special, but it was important for us. And also next year after the 2018-19, when we played the final, okay, we have some players in the team that statistically they didn't show a great statistic again. Like, for example, like Anderson, he never has a great statistic. Or Pleiss, he didn't play in the Final Four in 2019. But all of these players are very important for the team chemistry. And it was the key of our successful. It was that we believed the group. So not the players, but we believed the group. Also, when we get an injury, so during these 2 seasons, we had a great injury like on the center position. So 1 year we played without Dunstan, and last year we played 3 months without Pleiss. But we didn't go on the market to check who is free, to check players. No, we believed to Sertaç Şanlı, and then we gave chance to him, and he used very well his chance. And when we saw that Şanlı at this moment was the best center, he kept the starting 5 role. So for us it's important to see which players, which time of the, which period they are on the good shape, to give them 2 chances. And we believe this. And also this season, we start with the same mentality. So, okay, we are the champion. I am sure that if we went to the market, so we can transfer all players. Not only like a budget, okay, we don't have, and when we made this job last 2 years in 2019 final, and then 2020, 2021, the pandemic and next, we didn't have the best budget, the biggest budget of the EuroLeague. Okay, now maybe we have a great budget, but these players improve their budget. So we never went to the market to transfer a player to pay 3 million, 4 million, but our players, so they improve to their market. This is very important. So when we built this summer the team in 2018 summer, I remember that our budget, players' budget, it was around 11 million euros. Now it's double, but we didn't make any transfer. Why? Because these players improve their basketball. The team won played the final, then was the best team in the EuroLeague, and it was successful of the team. And everybody get a big opportunity of this. Me, my staff, the players, and of course the club. So after 45 years, won the first title.
What was very important for you, especially this summer, to keep the continuity and to keep Vasilije Micic.
Yes.
So you actually made the best transfer and you made the best signing with keeping Vasilije Micic. And it seemed like that it was the summer which was the most challenging in terms of how to keep all the main players. It seemed like that Vasa might be
Yes.
gone. Do you feel that it was, that summer when it was very close that he could have left the team? And what was your role in trying, to talk him over to stay in Efes?
Listen, at the end, at the last meeting in the locker room, at the end of the Turkish Championship game that we won the title, I made a 5 minutes conversation with the team. And of course, I appreciate to the season because it was wonderful. We won everything last year. But I told the guys, we will continue with the same team. We will enjoy to go on the court this year like a EuroLeague champion. So stay together. Stay together. I will stay on the team. I will sign again. And I hope that you will continue with this team. And I believe that this will affect for some players for their decision. Of course, the professionality is important, but if there is a huge difference, I respect for everything. But I believe that this effect to enjoy, to win everything, to win everything last year, and to enjoy to play together is the key to continue with the same team this year. Except one player that I was very upset against him. It was Sertaç Şanlı. Okay, it's good. Of course, it's professional life. He made a great transfer to Barcelona, and we are happy for him. But so, like a champion, it was good for him. It was good for us to continue on the same way, on the same road, all together. We missed only one player. Only one player didn't affect from this mentality to go on the court with the Efes uniform, like a champion uniform this year. Okay, so I talked also after the transfer with Sertaç. Good luck for you. We immediately go on the market. We take another player with the same mentality, young player, prospect player like Sertaç was in 2018. We take now Filip Petrusev. That we believe that we can go on the market to take one veteran guy also, to take one big name in the EuroLeague. So the agency in the Europe, so everybody offers us the old players, but no, we keep the player that we believe is good for our chemistry. We take out Sertaç Şanlı and we put them Petrusev, and we will start the season with this join. Then I don't know what will going on. Also, there is a risk. This is normal because maybe now everybody is okay. The people say in the team, okay, we won now. Some relax, but I don't think because these guys, all of them they have a great personality, and I am sure that they are ready to fight again for win one more time. There is no guarantee because there is other big teams like Moscow, Real Madrid, Barcelona, Milan, so Fenerbahce. But I am sure that we will fight.
That's the thing. How do you try to keep your players hungry? It was probably the same case the last year. You also mentioned that you were a bit, depressed in the way of, motivation when you felt that you could have won that EuroLeague and the season was over. And the first part of the season was really tough, 11th place and so on and so on. Now you finally won the championship, but you have the same players, some veteran players, let's say. So how you will try to keep your players hungry?
Listen, in my philosophy, I like to give all responsibility to the players. Everybody are talking that Coach Ataman gave freedom to the players on the court. Yes, it's true. But with this freedom, I gave them to also the responsibility. Because this team is not my team only. I am the coach, I am the leader. But I manage the guys. We have our system, of course. We work practice. We have I have very good assistants. So we work individually with everybody, teamwork, individual work. But I don't make a big pressure to them. Let's go to win. But I try to give them the mentality that personally they think about this. They take the responsibility. This is very important because we chose this guy because all of them, they have a great personality and they are winner players. Okay, of course, maybe before to come to Efes, they didn't win anything. But all together, we made it successful to give this mentality to them. I talk to players also on the practice. Don't come to make practice for me. You make practice for yourself, for win, to play better basketball, and to increase your budget. Because this is your job. If you make good practice, if you are mentally ready, if you play good, and then if the team will win, so you keep better money. So this is your job. You will play basketball until 35, 36, maybe 37. Let's play. Let's make better. Put on the pocket more money, then you will enjoy your family. You see, when we won the championship, how you are happy. Your family is happy. Don't think to me to clap yourself. I try to give this personality to the player. And of course, there is some difficult time also. In this difficult time also, I will involve to make some meeting, to talk, sometimes to make strong practice. Also, this happens, you know. So this is a sport. Every time there is no sunny. Sometimes there is a forecast. Sometimes there is a heavy rain. So it can happen. But it's important to stay calm and to continue to believe to each other.
Now you're talking about all these, philosophy things, and usually it takes a lot of years, to find your own successful formula, to find, your best, let's say, philosophy, your best vision. And for example, before you were known as a, let's say, more stricter coach,
Yes.
Heavy practices, some penalties and stuff like that.
Yes.
But I've heard that like in Efes, from that latest stage in Efes from 2017-18 season, you kind of changed. What was the breaking point, for your, let's say, philosophy change, and if there was any change actually in your eyes?
Actually, life changed. So nothing is similar like before. And when I went to check the NBA, especially when I stay for 10 days in San Antonio with Coach Popovic, with Messina, when I left Galatasaray, I saw that the other mentality, and it was very effective to me, that I saw that so Pop, for me, is the best coach in the world. Great, but more than the technical, I saw that like a person, he's a different person. So he has the power, he has a lot of confidence. His communication with the players, his communication with the staff is different. Really affect me a lot of these things. And then when I have this team, Efes, I saw that I try to make same to my players, because I have a good team, personal players that have a great potential, great personality. And I changed. So you're right. Before I was more strong, more strict. Now with more relaxed, more quiet. And this is maybe some changes philosophy of to myself also. And another things that maybe it's difficult to explain, but maybe, my family also is very involved in the basketball, especially my son. He's a really different guy, different children. That he born in the court, and in this period, he is now 11 years old. He lived with Beşiktaş, with Galatasaray, so all successful now. And this now that last 3-4 years, that after he has 7 years now he's 11. In these 4 years, he involved too much with the team. And also he gave us too much in the locker room. Sometimes he went to talk with the players. Sometimes he come to me at home and he talk, my father, so like this. So this is also very important. The life, so the family life with you, with the players, with the small children that have 10 years old. Sometimes he comes to say something that when I was angry, he comes, why you don't take Larkin to some dinner? So So I talk with him. He's a very funny. So like this, and I changed. Also, it was also great big effect in my life.
Your son's name is Sarp.
Yes.
Right? What's
Yes.
the best advice you've got from Sarp, except from taking Larkin to dinner?
Many advice, though. It's very. Sometimes I saw that he made also very good critical about me, and the most important that I remember now, because it's short, when we lost in the fourth game against Madrid, it was 2-2 no, in Madrid. I was very angry, very upset. I didn't go after the game, I didn't go to the dinner with the team. Immediately at the hotel, I went to my room. He stayed with me, my wife. And then after 15 minutes, 20 minutes, he went to make a dinner with the team together. And then I saw that he takes some plate for me and he told me, hey, father, so it's not good that you came here, you are very angry with yourself, with the players like this, and you must be ready. Eat this because 3 days later we will play the final game with Real Madrid. Let's go, let's stand up, he told me. So it was very important because it's true. So sometimes, like a coach, there is a time that you are so nervous and you give up for maybe for 10 hours, for 1 day. But the small children, he came and he said, hey, we will win, we will win. So stay calm, eat this food because we need that. You'll be ready for the 5th game. It's very important.
They put a different perspective,
Yes,
probably.
yes, they put a different perspective. And I remember another thing now, when we won the Euro Cup in 2016, we lost the first game in Strasbourg. I think that we lost by 3 or by 4 points. Again, I was very angry. At the airport, I saw that Sarp in that time, he is 6 years old. He was there, and all players are coming, and I saw that he gave 5 to all players to there. And then Sinan Güler, he was the captain. He told to me that he made a conversation with Sinan to there, and he asked to Sinan, hey Sinan, what happened? Why this game you didn't play good? What is the problem? He said. And Sinan was he take very effective about this. He smiled, he tell me about this, but it's very strange. So he asked 6 years old, he told, what is the problem, Sinan? And these small things sometimes give big effect of to build something, to build this group, like a family. In the last Final Four in Cologne, it was forbidden for him to come to the practice.
And even to the games, as I
and also
remember.
on the games.
Yeah.
So anyway, we found the way to keep him inside. But on the practice, no. And first time when he came to the travel with the all EuroLeague games, he came with the team to the practice. He passed, he takes scouting like this. He didn't come to the practice because we thought if you come to practice, if these people they saw you, maybe they will, for sure, it will be very impossible to keep you on the game. You say, okay. But every time after the practice, when we arrived to the hotel, he was there outside of the hotel to wait to the players to make, let's go, we will win. It's very important. For something special, it's very important.
Talking about your philosophy, the thing which never changed was the confidence from yourself. And I talked with Eric McCollum last week, I think, and he told that you made all your players believe that they are either the best point guards in Europe, the best shooting guards, I mean, the best available players, and you try to motivate them that, you I sign you instead of that player, and you have to prove it on the court. And you had, all these confident remarks about, oh, we will win the EuroLeague and stuff like that. I was just thinking where that confidence comes from. What kind of experiences build such a big confidence, which you transmit to the court for the players later?
So, really, it's very difficult to explain. Maybe it's my personality, but I have a great experience. So I start to coaching at 20 years old. I didn't start to coach after my players. I didn't play professional basketball, I worked with 7-8 years like an assistant with the legendary Turkish coach Ergin Ataman. I learned too much to him. And then it's my personality. I believe too much to myself. So somebody say, Coach Ataman has a big ego. Okay, I believe that all big trainers, all big important personality, the president of the countries, the president of the owners of the big companies, so the big football coaches, you must have an ego for this. You must control. You must be a good leader about this. I believe that, and of course, I never scare about nothing. This is in my life. Okay, first, I try to believe myself, but for believe, you cannot believe to something that, okay, I believe that.
You believe
tomorrow,
real things,
yes,
not
real
something
things,
which is impossible.
Yes, real things with the experience, because you work the real things, and then don't scare about this. To explain your goal, to motivate to your group, and this is, I believe, it's very important, because somebody, they scare to announce the big goals, because when you announce the big goals, the expectation is good. And if something happened wrong after 1-2 months, you are without job. But my philosophy is different, because if I work in the team without goal, if I will not explain to my players the goal, I will not take the results. And if I will not take the results, I'm again without job. I'm again without big teams. So I never scared to be out of the teams. So far, I was coaching especially in Turkey, only the big clubs. So some years I didn't take. I was out. Nobody wants. But I didn't take the medium clubs, because I didn't scare that maybe my career it's over. I believe to myself. I went to United States. I went to Europe. So every time I am open, I like to develop to myself, and then I take this confidence.
And of course, the next big thing about you is the way you managed to build the rosters in all of the teams you've coached for. And I have a hypothetical situation for you. Yes. For example, EuroLeague is changing the format, to make the game more interesting, more entertainment for the fans. And all the rosters are like, zero. All players leave, and it's like NBA draft system. You draft players from 1 to how many teams we have? 18. And Anadolu Efes has the first draft pick. Which number 1 overall pick would be by Ergin Ataman?
It's very...
That's a tricky question.
Tricky question, but so... Except to my players, of course, except to my players, I will keep Micic. So he's a star that he can change the game. He's a really great player, and I saw that also. Of course, I'm not inside of the club, but what I saw that he has also great personality. He's a good guy. He's a fighter, and first draft I will keep Micic.
And coming to the end, I mentioned all these trophies you won. and I miss few big trophies in that Hall of Fame. This for sure the NBA trophy.
Yes.
And you mentioned that maybe after you will win 3 EuroLeagues in a row, maybe you will get a shot. So I thought it was only your kind of visualization, or maybe you talked with some NBA people. And can you be, more in detail about, let's say, NBA challenge which you would like to face?
Listen, I didn't talk with anybody in NBA, but I believe that right now, last 5 years in Europe, there is a lot of really very good coach. Really very good coach. The technical level of the EuroLeague, it's really very good. So I believe that not only maybe 5, 6, 7 coaches more that are coaching now in the EuroLeague, if in the future they will have chance to coaching in the NBA, so they will make easier. Okay, for me, more easier because I have a confidence. I don't care if tomorrow somebody gave me Los Angeles Lakers, Clippers, so Brooklyn, New York. I don't care. Okay, I enjoy. Why? Because I have many star players in this team. So many NBA teams, they are looking to my players here. So, and why, if I will go to coaching some NBA team, why I scared? Only the little problem for me, it's my English is not perfect, like you say. But also, it's not a big problem because in the future, if I will have some offer, I believe that in 2-3 months, so I will cover this. I talk perfect Italian, like Turkish. I talk Italian because I study 6-7 years in Italy. I live 10 years in Italy. So I don't care, but I am not very optimistic about this because I don't know. So the NBA people, they are more conservative, especially about Europe, for the European coaches, with all the respect. So this is their decision. This basketball that we are playing now in the EuroLeague, for me, is not difficult to play the same basketball in NBA with some NBA teams. And many times I also make a challenge to fun, and I am serious about this. With this team, my team, the EuroLeague champion team, Anadolu Efes, if we will go to play in NBA, I believe that we can make the playoffs. So, NBA really is a great market. So, great show. It's a big show, NBA. They have really maybe 100 players. They have a great potential. Players like LeBron, Curry, Kevin Durant, so on. But they have maximum of this. They have 100 is maximum. Maybe also they have 50, 60 players. Really, so out of the consideration for the EuroLeague. But the others are, and we saw this in the national teams. In the last World Cup, United States came with the third team. So
yeah,
and they finished, I think, 5th, 6th the World Cup. This year they came with star players. They have some problem, but anyway, they won. There is a huge difference with the real NBA players, star players, and the medium level players. And for this, I believe that if, for example, in this team, I will put 1 star NBA players, we will play for sure for the NBA playoffs.
The next title is with the national team.
Yes.
You work with the national team. Do you consider it as a unfinished business? Do you consider coming back to the national team one day?
Listen, national team was a great honor for me. I worked 3 years between 2014 and 2017. When I left the national team, I was very upset because
It was Galatasaray
I didn't
Fenerbahce
left the national
right?
team for the results. Because some people, they complain that I was coaching Galatasaray in the same time in the national team. And they put big pressure against the ex-federation for this, for me to choose Galatasaray or to choose the national team. But in that period, I won the Euro Cup with Galatasaray, and it was time to play the EuroLeague with Galatasaray. And I have a contract also with Galatasaray. And I must refuse the extension of my contract with the national team. And then we separate with the national team. Now, last 3-4 years, they had another great coaches before Sarıca. Now they have Ene. Of course, in the future, if my country, my national team needs that I will work with the national team, any Turkish coach, they can say, no, I don't like to work with the national team. But there is some reality right now that to work only with the national teams, to play only 7-8 games during the season with the players that are not playing in the EuroLeague, without the NBA players, for my level, coaching career, it's not good. But to play the World Cup, to play the Olympic in the future, of course, if somebody, I told you, now I respect my friends before Sarıca, now, and I try to give them to all my help, everything to. But in the future, if there is the Turkish Federation, if the Turkish Republic, they need that I will coaching also the national team, will be a pleasure for me to make this with my club. So I don't know, now I will have 2 more years contract with Efes. I don't know what will going on also for the next year, because for us, nobody knows what will going on next year. But of course, it's another dream to win something important with the national team. Maybe not the gold medal, but to win some medal in the Olympic, to win again some medal in the World Cup, like happened in 2010. So we'll see.
The last question, Coach.
Yes.
What Sarp thinks about the upcoming season?
Sarp, he likes to win. He likes to win. He has.
He will keep players hungry for the next season.
Yes, he will keep again. Now also, he will come tonight. He will join. He has tomorrow. Now also the school started, and but he talked with his mother and he convinced her. Now he will be in the first game here, and now he's taking also. He take the schedule of the EuroLeague, and he's already make the plan. This week I will not go to school. This week I will go to to the games like this. And sometimes he talked that he will talk with our president, Mr. Tuncay, and he will ask, I want to work. I don't want to go to school. I want to work with the club. I don't want money also. I will be help the team. So it's a funny, very, very funny. But he has this emotion, and I believe that he will be again very important for us, for everybody here, to convince to everybody that we must win one more time the EuroLeague all together.
Coach Ergin Ataman, we are very thankful for you joining our show.
Thank you.
It was the EuroBONUS podcast, and you can follow us on basketnews.com and Basket News YouTube channel and all the main audio platforms.